hello. I'm doing a challenge where I read whatever comics my app recommends. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. Yes, my cat is right there. Yes, this is chaotic. And I'll throw up a screen recording something of what the app already suggested to me, but is Justice League issue JLA 15, which is the prologue to Identity Crisis. So I'm going to read Justice League 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then I'm going to read Identity Crisis, and then we're going to come back for a review, and we might do it again. And even that is a lot of comics, so it might take me a minute. Well, not like a lot, but it's like Identity Crisis is like 5 issues. No, it might be like 7. It's more. And then I have to read the 5 of JLA. So let's freaking go. Let's see how this goes. I'm pretty excited because I need an excuse to read. I've been playing The Sims like a lot. And I might start making Sims videos because I'm just enjoying myself. And it's like, well, if I'm gonna spend literally 12 hours a day playing it, then I might as well, I'm like crazy right now, then I might as well record it and do something, but we'll see. Maybe not. I might even not upload this. This is very guerrilla style YouTube filming. Like, I'm just going. Like, that's why I literally look insane. I look like a mad scientist. I just escaped. Something happened, bro. But, okay, I'm going to read, and I will come back to you when I'm done with a review, a rating, recommendation. I'm only reading the prologue, parts of the prologue, like the JLA prologue and like the core issues of Identity Crisis. I'm not reading any of the tie-ins or anything because that's not what was suggested, and I don't have any. So, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, scratch that last part. Actually, it's the prologue to Infinite Crisis and not Identity Crisis, and I misread it, but I'm pretty sure I bought them together, so it's very interesting that they gave me stuff from like 2 different things. So I'm like extra confused, but like, wait. Oh my god, okay, no. So Identity Crisis comes first, and then this is the epilogue. This is what happens afterwards. Because I was supposed to say, no, it says Identity Crisis right on the front. No, this comes after. Okay, so I'm going to read all of Identity Crisis, and then I'm going to read these. And these lead into Infinite Crisis, which I don't have. But maybe after reading this, I will look into it. I do not have a lot of money right now. I just spent like all of my money on the Young Justice Omnibus Volumes 1 and 2, and so I don't have any more money. I've been trying to sell stuff on eBay, and it did make me money. Then I used that money for Young Justice, and I have like a little bit more money coming in from that, but I've been like, reaching a stalemate. No one has been buying my stuff, and it's upsetting because I kind of need it. Like, I'm broke, bro. So if anyone wants to, no, I'm just kidding. But okay, for real this time, I'm going to get back to you. You just watched my like a real life realization. You probably hear my cat scratching herself. She's trying to get in my Plastic Man collection. Hold up. But you saw my real life realization of that I'm an idiot and that I was reading things wrong. But okay, Identity Crisis, and then these, and then Infinite Crisis is what happens, but I don't have it, so I'm not gonna read it. So we're just gonna be reading the 7 issues of this, and then these 5. 7 plus 5, well, that's like 13. Oh, that's 12. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It is, I think 10 something. I started reading this at 8. So it took 2 hours to read 7 books, which is crazy to me, but also in between I would write my notes about what I think so I could talk about it, and obviously leave a review on League of Comic Cakes, drop a follow. So I guess that's why it took forever And mind you, I didn't even read these, which is what I intended to do. I read Identity Crisis because this comes after, and I'm tired. So I might do that tomorrow, and I'll pick up this video tomorrow. But, so we only read Identity Crisis. It took 2 hours. But genuinely, I did not expect this to be as sad as it was. I did not know anything about it. Mind you, major spoilers for post-crisis era, okay? And if you haven't read this, but I did not know anything about this. I did not expect it to literally have me in tears, like almost every single issue. That was rough. I need to relax, bro. That was like, oh my god. That was crazy. Like, literally, someone was dying in every issue, I think. Bro, it was crazy. In like issue 5, 3 people died. And it's like, oh my god. Yeah, that was crazy. Let's get into it. So, issue 1, I have both covers. I have this black and white cover, and I have the regular cover. While I was reading this, I accidentally tore a page from the staples, and that actually pissed me off really bad. And I thought about just giving up and never reading ever again, because that hit me deep. That hurt. I hate accidentally damaging my books. It makes me so mad. Anyways, this is the first issue. My notes. So I wrote this literally as like on the first page. So already pissed off because it starts with elongated man in plastic costume. I hated this era where they put elongated man in the red and black and yellow costume like Plastic Man. And I was like, oh, maybe this is the time where they forgot that they had the rights to Plastic Man. But they literally talked about him in it. So I was just confused. I'm like, why do they have them dressed the exact same? And in this, they make Ralph a lot more serious. I think Ralph, especially in the Justice League International comics, he's very silly. In this, dead serious. And guess why? Because it literally starts with, well, it doesn't start with it, but the series starts with his wife, Sue, literally being murdered. So, yeah. He got nothing to laugh at anymore, bro. It was actually so sad. I literally cried. That's my next note. Literally cried. And then Dr. Light, ? Because to me, I think of Dr. Light as the woman. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. And she's like the good guy. She's on Justice League International. But this is the male Dr. Light. But I was surprised because they just said the name. I didn't know who it was. I was like, no way, she's a good guy. Why'd she kill Sue? But she did not kill Sue. It was the dude. Issue 2. Love. This one, like, the characters in here, like, just how they relate to each other, like, their relationships are so interesting and so, like, well done here, honestly. Like, anyways, so I can barely read my handwriting because I was, like, writing these, like, fast. But it said, okay, so it just got worse. And because, they do a flashback. They're like, oh, I thought Dr. Light, he's just, like, a bum. Like, and then Ollie's like, no, he wasn't always, like, a bum. And everyone's like, well, like, hey, you have to tell him, like, you have to tell Wally, like, what happened. Wait, let me drink some water. My Batman. So Ralph is like, we were on a mission. She was up in the watchtower, the satellite, and Dr. Light came in. We still don't know why he was there, but he found her and he raped her. And can I say that on YouTube? I think I can. But they, like, got him, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find out who all of you are. I'm gonna do it to all of your wives, all of your family, like, everyone, all your loved ones, like. And so they wiped his memory and tried to, like, change his personality to make him a better person, but, like, it fucked him up. So, yeah. And then my next note is don't blame them at all. And I don't blame them for doing that to him because he was literally evil. He's, like, an evil person. Like, he deserved to be lobotomized. Like, sorry. That was my notes for issue 2. Issue 3. It's a lot of Hawkman moments, which I've read only, like, one Hawkman comic before this. He's pretty quiet in here, though. He doesn't say a lot. But, So it was interesting. They make Dina look kind of strange here. Like, she looks really young. But I think it's just the art style, I guess. And they have Kyle. They gave him an interesting haircut. They gave him his, like, not his usual haircut, whatever. So my first note is, oh, I hate Slide. I hate Slade. And I don't know why anyone likes him, because they have to fight Deathstroke. I call him Diddy Stroke because I saw someone call him that in the comments of a Instagram. Sorry, I'm tired. Of an Instagram reel. They called him Diddy Stroke, and so that's what I call him now because of him. And I want to call her Tana, but I don't know if that's her name. But those who know, I don't like him. I think he's annoying. I think he's like kind of cool, interesting powers. Well, not powers, but like skill set, you know? He's an interesting skill set. I don't like him. I don't like him. And there's like villains that I can't like. Like, I like the Riddler. Yeah, he's like evil and dumb and stupid, but I like him because I don't know, like I like him. But like Deathstroke, like no redeemable qualities, bro, like as a person. So it's like I can't. Anyways, so, and then my next note was, I did not expect this to be so sad. So, oh, and then this one, I think, the Atom, his wife, it's written down later. Shoot, I didn't write her name. I think her name's Jane. I can't even check. I'm just gonna call her Jane. Yeah, I just read this and I already forgot. She gets, like, hung, and you think she dies, but she doesn't. We find out in this one, Identity Crisis issue 4, and this cover, graded, sells for a lot, and I think mine's in pretty good condition. The spine's kind of effed up now, because I just read it, but for some reason this cover is like really worth a lot. I guess it's because Wonder Woman looks really good here, but yeah. So issue 4, my first note is, side note, Clark looks really good here, and he does look really good here, but not as Superman. He looks good as Clark. Like, there's such a big distinction there. Like, they don't look that similar, and Clark looks better, bro, and he especially looks better here. Like, sometimes I can do both, like Loki, David Cornsweet, I can do both. Christopher Reeve, I can do both. Henry Cavill, Loki, Henry Cavill, I prefer his Superman, which is crazy because I'm a Clark, but it's because he looks dumb in glasses. Like, those glasses just did not give Clark energy. Like, it just didn't work. This is a tangent that doesn't need to be went on, so we'll move on. We'll get back to the matter at hand. And then my next note is, the moment between Ollie and Hal is super cute. So Hal died, obviously, and he becomes a Spectre, those who know, like, and he goes to Hal's grave and he talks to him. He's like, do you know who's doing this? And Hal's like, obviously I know, but like, obviously I can't tell you, bro. And Ollie's like, okay, but like, why aren't you punishing these people? And Hal's like, that's like I can't just punish every murderer, you know, like, things have to happen. But yeah, but then at the end of that conversation, Ollie is like, well, when are you coming back? And Hal's like, what do you mean? And he's like, obviously, like, when are you coming back? And Hal's like, I'm working on it. And I like that. And that's all I really remember. Nothing like too crazy happened in that one, because issue 5, we have 3 deaths. 3. I'm trying to remember. I know who 2 of them are. Okay, there's 3 deaths, but I don't remember the 3rd one. But this cover really says a lot. I also really want to read this because Tim Drake is my favorite Robin. And I really like Jason too. But I just like Jason as Robin. But I like Tim across the board. I just think he's really sweet. And so this made me sad because this was really sad. But, so yeah. Guess who dies in this one, bro? So I said, unsurprising, I know Jack Drake died. And the cover made things obvious. Yeah, I knew Jack Drake died at some point. I knew this. And I knew that it was this, not in this, but I knew the post-crisis death. I didn't know the New Earth death. I didn't even know his New Earth death. So I actually had to like research it because I honestly didn't realize. Like I knew he was dead, but I didn't realize like when he died. I never read that. Like the only New Earth Batman stuff I've read is the current ongoing Matt Fraction run. I know. So, sorry. And then I said, did not expect Boomerang. So, it's like, the killer has been going around and like leaving like little clues and stuff. And, Boomerang went to go kill Jack Drake, Tim's father, because he was hired to, and Jack ends up shooting Boomerang as Boomerang is throwing his boomerang, and it gets Jack, and they both die. And I don't remember who the third death was. I'm actually gonna skim it real quick to see who that third death was, because I remember it was 3 deaths. Okay, I swear on my mama there was 3 deaths, bro. In this one, but I have to look. Oh, it was freaking Firestorm died. That's who the third death was. Because he got stabbed and like the nuclear reactor, hello. Yeah, so he blew up. Which, that was crazy. That was sad because I actually liked him, or I like him. I haven't read a lot of him, but I've mostly seen him like in shows and stuff. So, and in the Injustice game, but that was a crazy issue. But the thing is that makes Boomerang's death kind of sad is because like we're like, sorry, there's like a bunch of crap in the corner. That's like all the stuff I'm selling on eBay right now, so it's just there. But you can hear my dog and it's disgusting. But oh, like they're building him up, like him and his son that he like put up for adoption a long time ago and is just now reconnecting with, like, and they have like a really good relationship. Oh, well, really good, but like pretty good for like you just met your kid, and like, yeah. So, but it was like a little sad because the son was pretty sad about it. So this is issue 6 of Identity Crisis, brain fart. It has the iconic panel of Bruce holding Tim when he's like freaking crying and distraught. And it's like, your dad low-key bum though. That's what I thought. I thought Jack Drake was a bum. But I mean, obviously if your bum dad dies, like you're still could be sad about it. And they were like reconnecting and stuff. But my notes for this was 1, plot twist of the century. Well, and the second one is just to like be able to elaborate. Oh my god. So I don't remember exactly everything that happens. It's mostly just the aftermath of Jack Drake's death, and then all the villains are like, okay, we're gonna set up a thing for memorial for Boomerang, and then Dr. Midnight and Mr. Terrific are still doing the autopsy on Sue, Elongated Man's wife, and they see little footprints in her brain. So they're like, who else can be that small? And they're like, oh my god, it was the Atom. Freaking Ray, bro. And that's how it ends. So that's why I wrote plot twist of the century. The Atom revealed as the killer, because this whole time he was like super worried. He was super like on it. He was like trying to take, you know, leaps in this case. So I was like, no way he's the killer. And no way is freaking right. Freaking issue 7. It doubles down on the freaking plot twist. We find out at the start, it has an even crazier plot twist. Ray's ex-wife, Jane, is the killer. She went to knock out Sue, and she used the Atom's old suit, right? And she meant to knock Sue out to scare the League into spending more time with their family, and because she wanted him back, and like it was working, you know, like they got back together, you know. And so she was like clearly it's working, like everyone's hanging out with their family anymore, like I just wanted you back, I missed you. Mind you, he was still in love with her. Mind you, she could have just talked to him and been like, I want to get back together. But no, she didn't do that. Instead, she literally killed Sue. She said on accident. But it's like, that was your friend, bro. Like, you shouldn't have even done that in the first place. If you knew you could have hurt her. And then also, she said that she brought weapons just in case. Like, okay, so clearly that was your intention the whole time. And then she, like, hung herself, which was kind of a ballsy move. Because there was no telling that Ray would get there in time to save her. She just had a lot of faith in him, which is, like, nice. But also, it's like, yes, no. So she hung herself. And then she didn't expect Jack Drake to actually die. She gave him a gun. So he was going to defend himself. And he did defend himself, obviously, because he shot Captain Boomerang. But she didn't expect Boomerang to still get him because she hired, like, an old criminal that's, like, kind of bad. To, like, just, like, to make sure nothing happened. But obviously, it happened. And then what's the end? Oh, the ending made me cry. Because, like, Ollie told Ralph to talk to Sue. Because, like, she'll hear it. Because the spirits, like, they do. It just depends. Like, I don't know. But, so, at the end, he's just talking to her about her day. Like, he's, like, on the phone with her, kind of. And, like, he even, like, imagines her, like, talking back and stuff. Like, we don't get to hear what she says back. But, like, he hears it, you know? And I just thought that was really... I thought it was really sweet. I actually do really like Ralph a lot. Even though... I say that I am because he's a Plastic Man ripoff, but I really do like him. He's really sweet. I love him and Sue, especially in the Justice League International books. Like, they really make it. Them and, like, Blue Beetle and Booster. Honestly, all of them. I love all of them. I love Justice League International. It's a lot of fun. I love Guy, and I hate to say that, but I do. I think Guy's my favorite Green Lantern. He's definitely my most read Green Lantern. I like it, but I love their relationship. Their interactions, like, really made when I read I Can't Believe It's Not the Justice League. It really just, I loved it. But that was Identity Crisis. Bro, sorry guys, you guys have to hear me rant and yap about comic books, but that's literally my life. My life is comic books. And that's good. That's what I want my life to be. I want my career, my life, like, everything to be comic books. So hopefully one day. But genuinely, this is probably one of the best events I've ever read. I've been putting it off for a while, but this was crazy. And I need to read Infinite Crisis. But this was a good Crisis event. Identity Crisis. I don't know why it's... Oh, never mind. I'm such an idiot. Why it's called Identity Crisis? Because they figured out their identities and that's how they're targeting their loved ones. Duh. I'm so stupid. But that was really good. And I'm glad I decided to do this challenge. I will do it again. I think I'm going to add these to my reading list. Add it to the video. And then I'm going to do this challenge again. I'm going to keep doing this because I have a lot of comics. I have like 230 that I haven't read. And that is low-key a lot. But okay, anyways, enough talking. This video is already getting long, so it's probably going to be like 30 minutes without this. Okay, I will get back to you guys tomorrow when I have read these, and I will make it quick, I promise. Okay. Okay, so we're back, and they have been read. They've been read, and honestly, I like read these a lot faster than I read Identity Crisis, and I don't know why, because like most of the Identity Crisis issues were like 40 pages, and like some of these were like 33 to 30 something, so it's like only a few more pages. And yet I read He's done so much faster. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the content of the other one was a lot heavier. And I think I spent more time, like when I read them, I like to spend time just like looking at them a lot. And well, that's like half of the, my dog. That's like half of the fun. But let's just get into it because this video is already longer than I want it to be. So issue 15, or 115, pardon me. It's the aftermath of them erasing Batman's memory, them being Black Canary, Green Arrow, I think Hal Jordan was there originally, Zatanna, obviously, Hawkman, and I think that's it. And then they let Wally in on the secret, and now Wally like also knows, but he's mad at them. Anyways, so I said hashtag drama because they are like just yelling at each other the whole time. And then I said I still agree with Hawkman because I do. Hawkman only thought that they should erase their memory because they knew all of the Justice League's identity. Well, okay, so they erased the Secret Society's memory, and they erased Dr. Light's memory specifically, but they accidentally lobotomized him, and then they also erased Batman's memory because he walked in on them doing it, and they just didn't want him to know. So that's just so we're all caught up in case y'all forgot. And no, I still agree with Hawkman because they knew the identities of everyone, and they Dr. Light threatened to literally sexually assault like all of the women that they know and love. So like that's not okay. So it's like, yeah, I'm doing it to protect everyone, and I agree. And then but everyone else is like, no, it's a violation of your friend's privacy. Like you literally mess with Bruce's mind. Obviously he's not gonna like, because it's like he doesn't trust anyone for a reason, and that just gives you a reason not to trust him, not for him not to trust you even more, you know. So like I get it, but also like I don't disagree with Hawkman. I feel like I lost my train of thought. 5 pages of ads in the direct center of this book. That's what was my last thing, but I couldn't read what I wrote. 5 for the same thing, but it was just like literally in the middle of this. Are you serious? Like I don't know, I like when the middle of the book is like something big and dramatic, or like a spread, but I mean it was a spread just for an ad. It's like, okay, whatever. So issue 16, what does it say? Breaking the trust. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so the first one is they tell Bruce they know that he knows after they get their freaking butts whooped by the Justice Society because they had their memories repaired, and they know, and they're mad, they're pissed off. And then Batman freaking punches Hawkman, obviously. That's like the front cover, but it actually happens because he's like, yeah, I quit the League, we're done, like I don't want to talk to you anymore, like you can leave, like goodbye. And Hawkman's like, what we did for a reason, blah blah blah. So that's like the big things that happen in this one. Okay, 17, we're going quick. 17, this one was good, this one was fun. They reuse this like pose like a lot for some reason, but anyways. So and then at the end we found out Despero was the one that gave them the villains their memories back, and Despero and Martian Manhunter John get in a fight, and my next note is John's true Martian form, parentheses I love, because like he not accidentally, like Despero got into his mind, and so he couldn't put as much mental energy into like changing his form, but I really like his actual Martian form. I think it looks cool, and I know like he does like look more presentable, more trusting, less alien, but like still an alien rather, but whatever. So Bruce quit the League. Clark wants to too because they attack Lois and the Daily Planet, and then Clark is like, okay, can someone tell me like what's going on? And then they do try to tell him, and he's like, yeah, I already know. Yeah, I know this. And Bruce quit, and like I think I want to quit too because like that's just effed up. And then Hawkman is like, and then like they defeat the Secret Society, and then they're like, okay, so what do we do? And Hawkman's like, we have another vote. I'm like, brother, you need to stop having votes. Like that's what is driving everyone apart from each other. Like Hawkman kind of pisses me off here because he's just like so, he needs to read the room. Like, I don't know what's going on, but whatever. So issue 118, I really like this cover. Just, I like Zatanna a lot. I was reading the new Zatanna run, but I have to stop because it's just not worth the money for me right now because as I said, I'm broke. But maybe one day I'll get back to it, but it just like didn't hook me enough to be like, oh, I need to read this right now. And I might drop Poison Ivy, but like the Bad Seeds event is starting and I want to read the prologue for that. But literally the last 2 Poison Ivy issues have been like so nothing burger, like waste of my money, like actually. But at least the last one was the swimsuit variant, so, which honestly I didn't like that much. Can I say that? Like, I don't know. I think it's something with the line art. The line art was too thick. I don't know, it just didn't hit the same, so sorry. Zatanna quits the league because she doesn't want to do it again. Like, they all like split to vote, and then Zatanna's like, whether I say yes or no doesn't matter because I'm not doing it. And then she leaves, and then she goes to the Mascara, and I wrote beautiful Wonder Woman appearance, Supergirl and Zatanna at the Mascara, and it was like, love a little Wonder Woman. And this is the era where she quit the league also because she killed Maxwell Lord. I don't know if you can hear whatever's going on in the back, but I'm sorry. But she killed Maxwell Lord, which is like, do kill him because he killed Ted. To my knowledge, he killed Ted. So screw him. Screw Maxwell Lord. I hate him. Goodbye. Like, bless. Like, thank you, Wonder Woman. Thank you. But anyways, they literally looked so beautiful there. Her, Kara, and Diana on the Mascara, bro. They look great. They look beautiful. They look strong. They look good. And then Despero takes over Aquaman. Oh yeah, while this is happening, Aquaman, our Martian Manhunter, is able to reach out to Aquaman, and Aquaman comes to help. And then they both get taken over by Despero, and then he also gets Batman, and that's how this issue ends. Okay, this is the final issue, and again, they love to use this pose, like, because they keep using it in, like, flashbacks, so, like, it kind of has a meaning, but I also think it was just easy for them to do it because they just had to draw everyone's costumes again. Like, it wasn't that deep, or it wasn't, like, hard. Anyways, but first note is League starts fighting themselves under Despero's control until the goat Red Tornado pulls up. They're all, like, fighting each other, and then Despero's like, Superman, you're the last one, and even a Kryptonian mind can't freaking hide from me. And then Red Tornado pulls up, and he's like, but an android mind, you can't get that. And it's like, okay, like, go off. And Red Tornado does not get a lot of love, but he was getting some love here, bro. He got some love, because he freaking saved the day. And then Zatanna pulls up, and she stops the fight, you know, completely. She just uses her magic. She's like, okay, and stop, and okay, you guys are free. And then she's like, and she's like, what? I low-key forgot. No, and then everyone's just like, yeah, well, like, we're done. Like, there is no league anymore, you know? Like, what do we do with these guys? We don't know. Technically, Green Lantern isn't part of the league, or at least Hal isn't, Ollie isn't, Dina isn't, Hawkman isn't, Zatanna isn't because she quit. Like, and Wally, like, steps back. So it's literally just like Martian Manhunter and Superman and Red Tornado in a league, and that's like it. And they're like, bye. And then at the end, Bruce and John have a talk, and he's like, John's like, oh, like, this wasn't just about, mind you, Catwoman has been here the whole time, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that because it didn't really matter. Like, they had him, Bruce and Selena had some cute moments, but, like, he's, like, looking at a picture of her, and John's like, oh, like, you're not really that mad about that. You're mad about her. That has something to do with her. He's like, yeah, because she used to be a big member of the Justice Society, and then she became a trusted ally. Very different. And he's like, what if, like, she was undermined? Like, it wasn't her choice. It's like someone did that to her, and that's, like, his whole, because obviously he loves her. So it's like, he's worried that everything that he loves is, like, fake. You know, that everything that they had is fake. So that makes sense for him to think. And yeah, and then, like, there was, like, a teaser for Infinite Crisis, but I honestly forgot what it was. So my last note was like, I need Infinite Crisis, like, right now. But I don't have it. So that was that. And it's so funny because started this challenge like just to read the first one that is suggested, and I ended up reading what, 7 plus 5, 12 comics instead of just like the one. But I think from now on I'm going to be reading like 3 to 5 comics, because I'm gonna keep doing this challenge. It might be like a daily upload schedule, low-key, because I think it just encourages me to read a lot more, which is like, I like that, it's good. But like 3 to 5 comics per video, because I want to keep it short. But like if it suggests like a series, like if it suggests like Superman All-Star, like I'm going to read all of Superman All-Star. Mind you, that is like 12 issues. So, but like if that's what it suggests, and that's what it suggests, and I'm not going to read any other thing, I'm just going to read Superman All-Star. Or like if it suggests like one of my Plastic Man books that's like big, that has like 30-40 issues in it, I'm going to read like the first 5 and stop it at that, because I'm not going to read that whole thing. That would be a long video and a lot of time reading, and I'm not going to do that for this challenge, because I want to like have more, you know. But yeah, 3 to 5 issues or comics per thing. And then I think again, like if I get suggested, like since I technically only got suggested like JLA 15, if I get suggested like something like this, like I looked again, like it showed me Blue Beetle 9. Like if it suggests Blue Beetle 9, I'm only gonna read Blue Beetle 9. I'm not gonna read all of the Blue Beetles I have after that, because I feel like that just defeats the point of this challenge. But I just did it like this way because I kind of just wanted to read all of Identity Crisis. It was kind of just an excuse to get me reading, which is like good. That's what this whole challenge is for me, is to just give me an excuse to read. But those are like the rules that I'm setting for myself for this challenge. So I'm pretty, and also like 3 to 5 comics a day is gonna be good. I think I'm gonna like read them in the morning, edit the video, and then upload it either that afternoon or upload it the next morning before I start the whole process again. So I think it's gonna be like a daily upload schedule, like actually. But I'm like, I have 213 unread comics behind me. Like I have a big shelf behind me. So like that up there is 213 unread comics, and I feel like we're gonna get through them kind of fast, and I'm a little bit nervous because I want to have comics to read, you know. Like once that number hits 0, like I'm gonna be really sad, especially since right now I don't have a lot of money, but I do have some comics coming in the mail, and you'll see them. And comics, you'll see, bro. Or maybe I already talked about it in the first part of this, but this video's getting long, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. If you have any recommendations, like let me know, but I might not get them because like I said before, I am broke. But I would love to read more. I'm just not, like, I don't have that money right now. And like I will end this video now. I'm sorry this was kind of long. The next ones in the series will be shorter because I won't be reading as many comics, and hopefully I won't be yapping as long. But thanks for watching. Again, recommendations, follow me on League of Comic Geeks, that'd be great. I think that's all I have to say, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.